Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn the overview of object storage. So, what is object storage? Object is nothing but this is one of the storage which we used as internet storage and internet storage. So, we have mainly three resources in this object storage. One is object and the bucket and namespace. So, what is object? Object is nothing but it's all data regardless of content type is managed as object. So, whatever the files you store in this object storage container, it will be treated as an object. Each and every file like videos or audios or any a text file or any excel file, everything is considered as an object. So each and every object which we upload is composed of object and metadata of the object. It will be stored. So and here in this object storage we will store the data in buckets. So in this object storage we will create some buckets which hold the actual data. So bucket is a logical container for storing objects. So whatever the objects we upload or download, right, we manage it, it is stored in the buckets. So and again namespace is nothing but each and every storage object will be having a separate particular namespace. A logical entity, it's a logical entity that serves as a top level container for all the buckets and objects. So each tenancy is provided with a unique namespace that is global, spanning all compartments and regions. So this is a unique identification namespace given to the each bucket storage resource. Bucket names must be unique within your tenancy, cannot be repeated across tenancies. So this should be unique to avoid duplicates or to avoid any file conflicts. So and again within the namespace, buckets and objects exist in flat hierarchy, but you can simultaneously simulate a directory structure using prefix and hierarchies. So within the namespace, right, you can the buckets and objects can be like created in a hierarchy, but uh, you can simulate the directory structure using this prefix and hierarchies. So next, so what are the features of object storage? Uh, the first one is consistency. Consistency in object storage service always shows the most recent copy of the data when retrieved. So whenever you retrieve the data from the object storage, it will be updating you. Suppose today 2 o'clock, like if I upload a file right in the morning, and if I again modify it in the within 5 to 10 minutes, it will be when at that time at the same time if you are going to retrieve that file, it will be giving the latest recent copy of the file which is updated or modified recently. So it will give you the accurate file and accurate data, uh, whichever is recently modified or changed updated data, it will be giving you. This is what consistency. Durability, like how long it will be available. So data stored redundantly across multiple storage servers across multiple ADs. Data integrity is actively monitored and corrupt data detected and auto repaired. So it has a capability to repair corruptions if any occur with on the files which we upload or store in the buckets. And again the data is also replicated across duplicated across multiple availability domains to avoid any failures. Performance, compute and object storage service are correlated on the same fast network. So these are the compute machine and the storage are connected with a fast network. So the performance will be better and good. Custom metadata, define your own extensive metadata as key value pairs. So here in this object storage bucket storage, the objects are stored as a key value pair. So it will have each and every object will have a metadata. And again it uses AES 256 encryption algorithm to encrypt the object data which to provide security. So these are the features of the object storage service. So now in object storage service, we have two types of storage. One is standard storage, that is also called as hot, and we have archive storage, which is called as which also called as cold. So in standard storage is for like frequent transactions or any like which can be used and are updated very like fast, immediate, and frequent access we purposes to access the data fast or immediate and like a very frequent uh, access tier, we use standard storage. And also in this standard tier storage tier, it will serve you the, whenever you fetch the data, whenever you access the data, it will be serving in the latest copy of the data when retrieved. So and again the data retrieval is instantaneous. If you want to access the data now, it will be available now. And this once you create the standard storage buckets, you cannot be you cannot convert it to archive storage. Next, coming to archive storage type. This is basically used for historical purposes or data warehouse applications. So rarely access, the frequency of access of this data is very less and rare, and it will be retained for long time. To do some historical purposes, something for some data warehouse applications, it will be used. It will be much better. Or if you want to store some audit level data, you can store in this type of databases, this storages. And if you want to have some full backups for a longer time, to hold some long time, it is useful. So the minimum retention of the data in this archive storage is 90 days. Objects needs to be restored before download. Yeah. And again, this bucket, if you define if you create this bucket with the archive storage, you cannot convert this bucket to standard storage. And again, time to first byte after archive storage restore request is made. So once you made a once you once you raise a request to restore, it will take 4 hours in this. Yeah. So this is the overview of object storage bucket, object storage service. And thank you for watching this lecture. In next lecture, we will see how to create a bucket.